What's going on, guys? It's Tyson Brown here, and in today's video I'm going to bust 5 common myths that you guys have heard that they're still around, but they're complete bullshit. Companies are still writing about these, companies are still talking about them, you see them in fitness magazines, you see them in the newspaper, and we're surrounded by these myths all the time, and I don't know why these myths are still out there, because at the end of the day they're doing people more harm than good, because we think we have to follow certain rules. So these 5 myths are, these are completely busted. These have been proven, tested, so you do not have to stress about these anymore. Number 1 is that you have to have breakfast. Everybody says breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need to have breakfast to kickstart your metabolism, to do all these things. And the truth is, you don't have to have breakfast. It doesn't matter whether you eat 6 meals a day, whether you eat 3 meals a day, whether you eat once a day. It all determines on how much food you're consuming during the day, because that's what you want to focus on. So if you're focusing on trying to lose weight, if you eat breakfast every morning and that contains 800 calories, well, if you didn't eat breakfast, you're eating 800 calories less during the day, so you're most likely going to lose weight. So it's not about having breakfast, it's about how much you're consuming during the day. So if you're someone who doesn't want to have breakfast and you want to skip it, that's fine. For me, I don't like to have a workout on a full stomach, so I'll actually skip my breakfast and I'll usually eat my first meal about 1 or 2 o'clock after my workout, because I hate going to the gym with a full stomach. But if you're someone who likes to train and have breakfast, then have breakfast. So remember, you don't have to have breakfast and you don't have to have lunch or dinner either. It's whatever is going to work best for you. You've got to listen to your body. Number 2 is that you can't have carbohydrates after 6 p.m. Now this one's a huge thing where people say, no, you can't eat carbs after 6 because we don't do anything, we're sitting around all day and we're not burning energy, so it's just going to sit in our stomach and turn to fat. However, it does not work like that. The body does not automatically just stop burning calories when we're not doing anything. Yes, it burns less calories, but your body is going to be burning calories 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as you are breathing, because your body needs to be living, and to live, your body needs to burn calories. So if you do eat more carbohydrates at night, you probably could store fat if you didn't do a lot during the day. However, if you're someone who's like me, who doesn't eat carbohydrates during the day, you're able to eat them at night. Like I said before, it doesn't matter about it doesn't matter when you eat, it matters how much you eat. So if you had let's say you didn't eat all day and then you had carbohydrates at night, well, you've burnt through a lot of calories during the day and now you're just replenishing those calories. So you can still have carbohydrates. For me, about 80 to 90% of my carbohydrates happen at night time. I eat all my potatoes, I eat my fruit, I eat all of those types of foods at night time and around my workout. And I managed to lose 10 kilos doing it, so it's not about what time you eat, so don't be scared. Have your potatoes, have your rice, have whatever you're going to have at night time if you want it. However, make sure that you're not having it during the day if you're going to have it at night time, because it's all about, like I said, how much you're eating. If you're having carbs at breakfast, then having carbs at lunch, and now you're going, oh, well, Tyson said I can have carbs at dinner, well, that means you're adding more calories. So think about how much you're eating during the day as opposed to when you eat. So if you like carbohydrates at night, have them at night. If you like them in the morning, have them in the morning. It's all going to work around you guys, and that's the big thing. Number 3 is about fats, and people think saturated fats are bad. Saturated fats are not as bad as what we all make them out to be. Now, saturated fats come from animal fats, they come from coconut oil, they come from all different types of sources, and what we want to focus on is not completely avoiding saturated fats. If you're going to get saturated fats from animals, I would recommend them being grass-fed first. So, your beef, pork, chicken, all those type of things, try and keep them grass-fed and natural. When you're getting saturated fats from coconut oil, that's actually a really good source of saturated fat. And so I use that for cooking. However, you don't want to just completely eat it out of the jar either, because it's high in calories. And what you want to focus on is having healthy saturated fats, healthy monounsaturated fats, and healthy polyunsaturated fats. So you can get all these things from nuts, from grass-fed beef, from coconut oil, from fish. You want a diverse range. The reason why if you have too much saturated fat and not enough of the other ones, that's when it becomes detrimental. So you want to make sure you get a healthy serving of each. Getting good sources of fats from nuts, meats, avocados, all those things are going to be the best choices for you. Another quick tip about fats is that nuts are not high in protein and they're super high in fat. So when it comes to consuming your fats, you don't want to go overboard either, because we're now on the spectrum where fats are healthy, but people think they can just eat as much as they want and they're not going to put on weight, and that's completely BS. So saturated fat is good, but make sure you limit your intake of all types of fat. Number 4 is that if you eat healthy, you're going to lose weight. That is not true at all. Do you know how many people struggle to lose weight and they still think they're eating healthy? This comes back to what I've said before. It's not about what you eat, it's about how much you eat. If you think about somebody, now this isn't going to be the best example, but if you think about someone who has like muesli and yogurt with some nuts and fruit for breakfast, and then they have a morning snack of a piece of fruit or some dried fruit, then they have lunchtime with a quinoa salad and chicken, and then for afternoon tea they have they might go for a healthy shake somewhere, and then for dinner they're having sweet potato, they're having a piece of protein, they're having veggies, then maybe they have some dark chocolate for dinner, right? They've had all these healthy things. And then there's someone who hasn't eaten all day, and then they went and got a McChicken burger from McDonald's, and that's all they ate all day. Well, that person who went and got the McChicken burger has eaten less calories during the day than has the other person who consumed all those healthy foods, and the person who's eating McDonald's is going to lose weight because they're in a calorie deficit. So don't think about, oh, this food's healthy, so it's going to be good for me, because a lot of healthy foods, like you hear about those protein balls, the cacao bars, all those things, they're just full of heaps of calories. And if you eat all that stuff, it's not going to help you lose weight. So you need to focus on the amount of food you're consuming, which means you need to practice portion control. Don't focus on just saying, oh, I'm eating healthy, because so many people struggle with it. And if you want to get real results, you've got to focus on how much you're consuming during the day. And the 5th and final myth is that you need to go and do cardio to lose weight. No, you do not have to do cardio to lose weight. Yes, it is great for your heart health, but however, at the end of the day, you don't have to go spend long periods of time going to do long, slow running on the treadmill, doing all of that crap. If you lift weights 3 days a week, and if you follow a good eating plan and making sure your nutrition is on point, you can lose weight. The biggest thing is nutrition, guys. I keep going back to this. But if you don't have the time to go and do cardio and do weight training, you do not have to focus on the cardio aspect. It's all what's going to be suited around you. If you have time, yes, cardio is great, but it's all about what you're putting into your stomach. So let me just go over them again really quickly. Number 1, you do not have to have breakfast if you don't want to. Number 2, if you want carbohydrates at night time, go and enjoy your carbohydrates. Number 3, you can have saturated fats, but make sure you get an equal amount of polyunsaturated fats from fish, monounsaturated fats from nuts, and saturated fats from healthy grass-fed sources and your coconut oil. Also, make sure to limit your fat intake. Number 4 is that if you eat healthy, you're going to lose weight. And number 5 is that you have to do cardio in order to lose weight. So I hope that was informative, guys. If you have any other questions about myths you're not sure are true, make sure to comment down below so I can help you out. And make sure to like and share this video so I can help other people too. Till next time, speak to you then.